and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Ryan Seymore.
Oh my goodness, the things that we talk about before the cameras.
It would almost be another show.
It really would. It's so random and so crazy. I'm going to be kind and not out him right now.
Yeah.
Later, though. Maybe on the Patreon edition, we might out what just came out.
Because, like, it's one of those things. It's like finding out somebody doesn't like apple pie or mac and cheese.
And you're like, what does that mean?
Like, what do you...
Who doesn't like mac and... My dad doesn't like mac and cheese.
Really?
He doesn't like cheese. So the combination is abhorrent to him. But if you like macaroni and you like cheese and you put them together and you're like, nah.
No,
that's
wrong.
Weird. Yeah,
something's wrong.
You're obviously, you're a scroll. So I'm just saying, come on. Obviously, you can't be averse. So we read some pretty good things, and for the first time in a while, I think.
Yeah, up top.
All the same here, which is wonderful.
Yep,
absolutely wonderful. Where do you want to start?
That's a toughie, because, all right, Hit Girl, a lot of action.
Yes.
Not a lot happens.
No, and yet.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Because, okay, so we're obviously fans of Mark Millar's work. This is a Miller World feature, but Mark is not directly involved at all.
Yeah, he has handed the ball off to Jeff Lemire and Rizzo.
And first of all, to see that combination, I salivated. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
There was wetness coming from my mouth.
Yeah.
I was excited about it.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Because it's one, like, Lemire is a master.
Right.
And Rizzo, like, if you haven't read his 100 Bullets, we don't even know why you're paused.
Stop. Stop. Just go to a library, get volume 1, come see us later.
You'll eventually be back. So you'll read all 10 volumes.
This is up on the internet, so it doesn't go away. You're fine. The storytelling here had to be a fun thing for Mark to see.
Yeah.
When you have two master creators playing with your toys.
Yeah. Just sit back, see what they do.
Just enjoy it. Like, I'm just curious.
And they
like,
killed it.
What are they going to do? We've got Hit Girl now taking her tour to the Great White North.
Yeah, she's up in Canada.
She's going to Canada.
Poor Canadian.
What I love is that they're not unfamiliar with her.
Yeah,
they know who she is.
In this world, they're like, dang it, Hit Girl's
Hit Girl,
which I love.
Dang it ruins my Tuesday.
Yeah,
and yet, Hit Girl still does what Hit Girl does.
Yeah, very well. And some of her reasons and like ways of getting around certain things,
brilliant.
It's amazing because she says them with such confidence.
You don't doubt her.
Yeah,
you don't doubt her at all.
Yeah.
However, this finds her in a predicament
she's never found herself in before.
Ever.
Yeah,
ever. And I'm very curious how this is going to play out. This is kind of a fun little. Ooh.
Yeah, because there's going to be, we know there's another issue.
Of course.
So,
the torque does go on.
Yeah. So how does she get out of it?
Don't know.
And you're going to want to read to find out.
Yes, she will.
It's amazing.
This one is only the Great White North can give it.
Yeah.
Take Girl, man.
Yeah.
Like, this is fun. Overall, it's kind of an interesting sort of thing for me to see other people play.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to Kevin Smith's upcoming.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because
I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. So, and the notion that he almost died while working on this. Like, he had his major heart attack earlier this year, and he was still working on this series while he was writing it. Yeah. So that's crazy. So I cannot wait to see where all of this goes. It's going to be absolutely nuts.
Oh, yeah. It's such an interesting concept because it really is. It's being handed off and into people's hands that can be trusted, that are masters of their craft, and just seeing the little spin that they put on the different stuff.
Little something.
Because I figured with the violence and the absurdity with Lemire was going to be amazing, and it is.
Yes.
But I'm really curious to see the comedic that Kevin Smith brings to this character.
It's going to be so tasty. It's just going to be ridiculous. If that can just come out as a movie as well, that'd be. I'd like it.
Pretty sweet.
I'd like it. I'm fairly certain Kevin knows how to direct things.
Yeah, like I've heard tales.
Maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
He might have done it. Yeah. He's got a skewed kind of view, if you will. But no, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And what I also love is the fact that they didn't restart it. It's actually issue 5. So the Hit Girl series is just continuing, just in different hands. That's kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
That's really kind of brilliant.
Learn from that, Marvel. Learn from that.
Damn it. Do you want to just go up the chain? Where do you want to?
Yeah, because I think next up is
Iron Man.
Tony Stark, Iron Man.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Number 1.
It's legacy numbered as something else, but
number 1.
Yeah.
Dan Slott.
Dan Slott, yeah.
It was fun.
Yes. There was a very frenetic.
Yes.
Fast pace to the story.
Very, very much so. I don't know if he had the Tony Stark cool that I'm used to.
No. Like it was very Tony Stark, but it was, I don't know. It lacked the certain
finesse.
Yeah.
It didn't have the finesse.
Yeah.
That's what it was. This was kind of a skin of his teeth. This is Tony Stark as recounted by Peter Parker.
Yes.
That's what I'm calling it. It's had a lot of Peter Parkerisms in it, which is not bad, but that's not Tony.
It's not Tony.
And maybe that's, because Dan Slott is shaking off the cobwebs of
a very long, multi-year run.
Yes.
On Amazing Spider-Man. So he's been in the head of Parker.
He has. And I feel like this...
Got to get into this headspace of the Tony Stark.
Yes. This is a very different guy.
Yeah.
Different guy. The toys are fun.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed the toys.
That little bit right before the end, because you'll get to that end, because there's another end.
Yes. There's an end.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Yeah.
That part is fun.
Yeah.
I love the question of ethics in this.
Yeah.
That's a fun little piece.
Yeah.
What I adore is that, and we're talking about the character Jocasta. Now, Jocasta has a long history in Marvel Comics. Let's see. Was she or was she not Ultron's wife at some point?
I think she was.
I want to say she was, because Ultron's based off of Hank Pym's memory scans, brainwaves, whatever.
Yeah.
Jocasta was based off of Janet Van Dyne's.
Yeah.
So the fact that Jocasta calls her last name Pym, utterly hilarious to me.
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you could have Beyonce'd it and just be like, no, I'm just Jocasta.
Yeah.
But no, Jocasta Pym. Her whole role in this is brilliant.
It's really cool. And the new character that they bring in, like his energy is amazing. It's like, this is awesome.
He's us.
Yeah.
Is how we would be if we got to walk through Stark Unlimited, as it's now called. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. For those that don't remember, Tony Stark is now back from the dead
in a new body.
New bod. He also resurrected Rhodey because where would I be without my friends?
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to be here if not with my homies.
Yeah.
Or as the hood says, ain't no fun. The homies can't have none. Second bodies, that is. That's where I was going with it.
Yeah.
Don't ding us, YouTube. That'd be messed up. That'd be messed up. But yeah, so this new Tony has all these different initiatives, and he's trying to play in this bigger, non-Tony Stark way, which I think is interesting.
Yeah,
so
trying to improve and go beyond himself.
Yes. So there's a lot of fun things with this issue. Did you love it?
I didn't love it, but I also was very entertained. Like I'm back for issue 2.
Okay.
So,
all right. I've experienced that quite a bit. I didn't love it. There were entertaining parts though.
Yeah.
So I can acknowledge that there were some fun things.
Yeah.
But I didn't love it. I didn't necessarily hate it.
Yeah.
But I didn't love it.
It was a really kind of interesting, and because I'm that kind of person with movies that I like, but the particular fight scene between Stark and the overt villain in the issue.
Yes. 3F.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was funny.
That was funny actually. Especially once things like kind of panned out and you're like,
oh, that's what it means.
That's right. That's brilliant. Overall, I'll check out issue 2.
Yeah.
I'll check out issue 2 just to see where we're going with it. Batman 49, The Road to the Wedding.
Jace.
Tom King.
Yeah.
Who's the artist in this one?
Chung, I believe. Or no,
Janin?
Janin, yeah.
Okay.
The story takes this entire issue takes place at the end of the fight between Catwoman and the Joker.
Right.
And almost like in a hateful eight, like it
is. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's that weird conversation sequence at the end
where they connect.
Yeah, because
in a way that you almost forget.
Yeah.
Okay, you almost forget that these are people that know each other and have known each other, work together, if you will, forever.
Yeah, and they've had the common enemy. They've worked together. They know each other.
Right.
There's a level of intimacy between these characters that, for villains, they're always just this one-dimensional sort of,
Man, I'm gonna get you, Batman. Man, that's it.
Yeah. But no,
they've got relationships unto themselves. And what I loved was the question of Joker's connection to Penguin.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I didn't really know Penguin. I actually knew Harvey,
Yeah.
who knew Penguin. And it's like,
Yeah. So it was like a friend of a friend.
Right. And it's like, that's always how I talk to him. Like, I know of him, but I don't really know him. And you're like, this is so crazy, especially juxtaposed against the circumstances that they're having this conversation.
Yeah.
But it's so...
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because you get these moments where you get to see, in some of the wording that's used by the Joker especially, makes me think there's a deeper meaning between Joker's relationship and Batman.
I agree. There's definitely a deeper relationship, and certainly a stance to how he feels about Selina.
Yeah.
Which also is in conflict because he understands why their relationship needs to be.
Yeah.
And he feels a certain kind of way about that.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is so brilliant about this is you actually get a statement from Joker that is lucid, highly intelligent, and very thoughtful.
Yeah.
But it's Joker.
Yeah, but it's still because it's in the middle of his Jokerness, and it's like I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like you're it's like you reach into that bag of like Halloween candy, and it's like a bunch of like candy corn, and then you just like sift through it, and then you hit that like the mini Butterfinger.
Yes, and you're like, oh. Yeah. And then you unwrap it and it's got razors in it. But that's Joker.
That's Joker.
That's just what it is. Okay. And they were made with razors in it. Like it was sealed the whole time. Crazy.
Fantastic.
What's crazy though? Okay, subtleties here. Batman doesn't come in to save the day.
Yeah.
Which I adore.
Yeah.
You know, Selina is her own woman.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
And that's a heck of a fight sequence.
Ain't it?
Yeah.
Ain't it? Overall, this is just such a fun run. Now that Tom has really tried to, make it his. Yeah. You see it. Yeah. You love it. It's good.
Yeah. It's no longer coming off of like, well, Snyder's run was so good. Like we're up to issue 49, and all I think is Tom King. It's so good. I'm eagerly awaiting the wedding. Yeah. Whether it happens or not, I want to be there. Yeah. I want to be there. I cannot wait. Yeah, because that's gonna be fantastic. Yes. Joker probably won't be. We can kind of assume based off of certain.
You know what? I don't count that dude out.
Never count the
Joker out. I don't count that dude out. Yeah. He got an invite. He swears him down. He got an invite. Dude will be there. Yeah. That's the way he gets down. Yeah. So. Yeah, we will see how that goes next month, man. Yeah. We're like a month away from the marriage.
Yeah, it's
that will
July
rock
4th.
The century.
Yeah, so that Wednesday, July 4th.
Wait, so not even a month?
Yeah, no, it's coming up.
Oh my God, we got like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so that's coming up. Most shops I think will be open for a little bit on July 4th, if only for that. But
are we doing?
There is a midnight release for it that we're gonna be doing here in Columbus, Ohio. So we're gonna have that, and it's really cool. As most of the other companies. Like, yeah, you can sell our stuff at midnight too, which you have to get dispensation from them. So, like, Catwoman #1 will be on sale at the same time as Batman 50, and I think Captain America #1.
Really?
So I think.
I mean, way to get in there. Yeah. I could see Steve Rogers showing up to their wedding.
Yeah, totally.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense to me.
Yeah, and he would have gotten the most expensive thing off of their list. Like, he would have been like, "What's their list at Target?"
Let's get that.
I'll get that crock pot.
He would have got Tony to buy it, but he would have. Yeah, they would have gone in together.
Chosen, yeah,
it would have been beautiful. Or he would have like had something antiqued, but it was actually his.
Yeah,
that's what
they're regifting bad.
Right?
Oh my gosh,
come on. Sweet. You give him a shield, but it's a Batman shield instead of a Captain America.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool, actually. Now that I say that out loud, I think I kind of want that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. While we dwell on that, I think it's time for some honorable mentions.
Mentions honorable.
I'm gonna get me some water right quick, fast, so we can talk about this. All right. Do we have any same honorable mentions? Okay, so X-Men 30. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was fierce, dude. That was. Take your time. Take your time. Do.
It's really bad when I'm using a Ouija board.
Ow! Ow!
Stop, infernal spirits.
O-W. That's not funny. All right, so honorable mention wise, we only have one that's the same, and then we go all over the place with the others.
Yes, very, very much so.
Very much so. I stayed kind of like mainstream this week.
Yeah.
I was just trying some stuff out. I really wanted to see where things went. So we've got X-Men Gold number 30, The Wedding. The Wedding.
Yes, the wedding.
That has been built up for a while. I took Amazing Spider-Man 801.
Yes. The final.
The final frontier for Dan Slott.
Yeah.
I also did Justice League number 2.
Yes.
With okay, try not to be upset here. It's Scott Snyder, but not Jim Cheung.
Really?
No. He was on for the first issue, and this issue is. Wait, I want to make sure I give the right Jimenez the proper due. I think it's Jorge Jimenez, and it's in here somewhere. Wait for it. Yeah, Jorge Jimenez, because I can't find it. But yeah. So those are my three.
Yes.
What do you have?
I went The Wedding.
Yes.
I went Shadowman #4, which is actually the beginning of a brand new story arc, and I went with Lost City Explorers, which is issue #1, the beginning of the story.
The Lost City Explorers. That's the one with the map in New York and all that goodness. Why did I not grab that?
And there's so much stuff out this week, so it's easy to like. There's too many books to choose from. But for those of you that are curious, it's a new AfterShock comic. Zach Kaplan and Alvaro Sarasca is doing it.
That back. Let me just...
And it's a real simple premise. It's got like in the back. There's like a 2-page thing from the notebook of the scientist to try to explain everything. Basically, some people think they have found Atlantis beneath New York. But it makes a lot more sense once you read it, and it isn't just a simple, straightforward thing. A scientist goes missing, and his kids don't believe that he really died, like the company he works for. So they're actually going to be in the process, I think, of accidentally going to Atlantis, and then they can go wherever they want with that story. So I'm curious to see.
Book.
Yeah, the art's amazing. Dialogue is solid. The characters are fun. And when you got such a blank slate as Atlantis, like you could do high tech, you could do like high magic. There's so many different ways you can go with it. I'm really curious to see where Zach takes us.
I suck so bad for not grabbing that book.
It's good. It's good.
All right, so I'll see your in piece, and I'll go my in piece, which was Justice League 2. I was not blown away with Justice League 1 story-wise, only because like it felt like there was so much stuff trying to be established here.
Yeah.
This one does still maintain the same kind of pace, but we do explore a few things that are interesting enough. Like Scott is definitely jumping into some big shoes here. He's touching on the Green Lantern Corps mythos. He's touching on, I mean, so many different aspects of things to try to build this overall story. I'm almost nervous, if you will, on the fact that this is the first story arc. This would be something that I would like to see stretched out, so that way, like, as you are reshaping the DCU, it's not just like, big idea, and nothing sticks. Like, that would suck. But we have, spoiler, non-spoiler, we have a brand new Green Lantern Corps.
Really?
Like, another core of the spectrum. We don't know what it's for yet, but...
That's kind of nice.
That's kind of crazy, right? Like, that takes up to 10, if I'm not mistaken. So 10 Lantern Corps now available here. And that's just one of the things that he plays with. So there's a lot of stuff here. Really, really interesting to see the new ideas. I'm very curious how well they'll stick overall. And how long his run lasts. Because that's going to be the big tell.
That's the important thing.
Yeah. What else you got?
Oh, I went with Shadowman #4. Valiant Comics.
Yes.
Andy Diggle, Sean Martinborough, and Stefan Segovia are the creative team.
Nice.
It's the beginning of a new story arc, which is kind of weird at issue 4.
Right.
But the first 3 issues were pretty awesome.
Solid.
And you can make a trade with it. This one, it picks up with Shadowman. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. Falling into the consciousness of his great-grandfather. And so kind of seeing through his great-grandfather's eyes who he was also a Shadowman.
Okay.
But he had far more control.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's during the beginning of World War II. And so it's like Shadowman versus Nazi magicians and wizards. And I hope the rest of that story arc sticks with that, because it was so well done. It was good stuff. And the thing is, once again, you don't need to know a lot other than like
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I took on Amazing Spider-Man 801, the final.
Yeah.
This was actually a really cute issue here. Nice little epilogue, 2 things. Very human piece.
Okay.
Doesn't touch on what happened through the 800 issue at all.
Yeah.
It's not about that. This is Dan Slott signing off saying, "Hey, I actually do know what Spider-Man's about."
Okay.
And Nice little bow. Here you go. Thank you for letting me play with your toys for the longest time.
Yeah.
The cover is beautiful, and I don't get it all at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't sure if, like, these are all people that, you know, oh, I guess I do kind of see it now. Okay, based on who this person is on the front. All right, so now it kind of makes sense overall. But I remember looking at it, I was like, why are all these people at Spider-Man's feet? This is crazy.
Yeah.
In the shadow of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's kind of the whole point is to really talk about what is Spider-Man's impact, you know, to the people of New York. It's about Spider-Man. It's not about Peter.
Okay.
It's about Spider-Man. So it's a nice one. It's a nice one. If there's a little kid in your life that loves Spidey and they're feeling a certain kind of way post-Infinity War, get in that book.
Okay.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah. Okay. X-Men Gold number 30. The Wedding. It's a hefty issue. It's kind of
it's
kind of
double
meaty
sized, I think.
Yeah, at least. What's the price tag on this?
$4.99.
$4.99. So yeah, there's some weight there.
Yeah, so it's almost Deadpool cover price.
Yes. Long-awaited wedding of Kitty and Colossus.
Yes. Hopefully you have managed to avoid all spoilers and the USA Today article.
Oh my God, did they do that for real? Of course they did.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Yeah. So
you don't. This is definitely a spoilerific thing. Why would you do that?
I don't know. It's one that what was spoiled in it. So we're tap dancing around it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a wedding.
Yes.
Okay. And it's very emotionally.
Right.
It gets you in the feels. Like, oh man,
they talk about that in the article.
Mm-hmm.
I am upset. I am ashamed and upset. Why would you do that?
Why would you do it?
Why do it on Thursday? Yeah. Give people a day to read it.
Yeah. And so.
That's crazy.
But it was a fun issue.
It was a fun issue. It's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
Runs you through the history of these characters. Mm-hmm. You enjoy. I mean, I'm a fan of Kitty Pryde, and I've been a fan of Colossus for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed seeing this return of their relationship and seeing where it's gone. My favorite moment, the two Jeans and a Rachel having a conversation. Utterly hilarious.
Yeah. Because you've got those characters displaced from time and clones or whatever. So well done. Like Guggenheim nails this issue in terms of like the feel of your iconic classic X-Men stories that everybody goes back to and says this was the best time.
This was the best time.
And it just
only thing we're missing, baseball.
That's it. That's it. Other than that, it's perfect.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Just overall, this was a good week.
This was a good week.
This was a lot of good things. I'm still upset that I missed out on those.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have to admit, the Amazing Spider-Man one was actually really good. It was a nice read. And I enjoyed parts of Justice League as well.
There were some pages.
There's some pages that I was like, I didn't hate it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm in an old man place right now. I'm hating everything. Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, that's weird when you get to that point where you're like, oh man, it was so good back, and then you gotta check yourself.
Back in my day. 10 years ago in the mid-90s, it was, that was longer than 10 years ago? Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Many moons.
I'm sorry. That's all right, though. I'm fairly certain next week, it'll be better.
Yeah.
It'll absolutely be better. If you guys like this episode, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell.
Yeah. Ding. Because that'll tell you.
Yeah. And we've got comments down there. We will talk to you.
Yeah.
We will talk to you in the comments.
Let us know if you don't like something. Let us know if you agree.
Absolutely.
Let us know you have fan fiction. Like just
random.
Yeah.
Give us something random. Yeah. Let's do it. You start something random, we will continue with even more random.
Yeah. And we take review requests.
We do.
Hit us up on Twitter. I'm sure at some point our Twitter handles popped up.
Absolutely.
And if you use Facebook, jump over to our Facebook page, black, white, and red all over. And Fridays, I post a list of everything we're getting in, and then comment below with your requests.
And we will try to get that.
Yep.
We do that for you. Because you do this for us. Reciprocation. Reciprocity.
That sounds like a TLC song that should have been written.
It wasn't?
Was it?